Hello, today I will show you how to use the addressable model in the Nano DLP shell. First, we introduce the voltage addressable models for MP1A54. This model can acceptable for 12 watts input and output for output to get the output of 5 watts for raspberries. Normally, this model is positioned when you didn't address. It will come to this position. This position is lower, is on the lowest output for your models. Normally, you can get 3.5 voltage. This is safe for your raspberry. Even if you didn't do anything about this model and careless to directly connect it to your raspberries, it won't burn your raspberries. But before you connect to your raspberry, you better measure the output voltage first, because some broken or some in normal models I've encountered some model also can get the outputs, but its output is very strange. When you connect to the normal models into this board, you will get around 12 watts output. So, and the model is very hot, and that's in normal models. You need to replace a new one, and that in normal models will run down your raspberry. So be safety. You should also check your output before you connect to your raspberry. Here, the number one won't burn out your raspberries with the lower outputs, and its position is placed on the lower output position. So when you need to adjust to get the 5 watts voltage, you need to first, this model is counterwise voltage will get the high voltage. So you first will take it, but this model is something strange. If you rotate it to the end, it will become zeros, but then you need to counterclockwise. Then counterclockwise, you can easily get to 5 watts output, as you see. So this one usage is first clockwise to the end, and then counterclockwise to get the 5 watts outputs. If you can see the position here. Is normally lighted green as per positions. You can see this clearly here. $90. So this is okay to get a 5 watts output. And secondly, I need to introduce you the driver model A4988 driver models. This is very smart models, very common in use in 3D printing projects. And as you see here, A4988 driver can have the maximum output currents for 2 amp, and normally you the better work in below 1.2 amp. And here, why we have the also have the screw for voltage, because it depends on your motors. And take my motor. If you got the motor around, my motor's weight current is in 1 amp. So different motor with the different weight currents, you need to adjust your your model. This model is normally control the currents to your motors. But we need to adjust the V reference to get the right output currents. When, as you see in my motor, take my motor as a sample, it has 1 amp currents. The formula is here. Your motor's currents is equal your reference voltage divided by A multiplies RS. What's the RS values? We can compare to. It depends on your these two resistor. This resistor is labeled as RS, as labeled as S1, S2 resistor. And as you carefully watch these two resistors, S1, S2, it is labeled as R100. R100 represent is 0.101 So A multiplies 0.1 is equal 0.8. So A4988 model has this formula. This formula, when you come to adjust your model, you need to get the reference to for my 1 amp output. We can get the reference is equal to 0.8 voltage is okay. So we need to get to voltage it to we need to get this to rotate it to 0.8. As you see, now the normally is if even you didn't rotate anything, adjust anything, its position is here. It's around 0.6 or 0.7. So you need to, this model is when you clockwise, it will increase your reference output. So we clockwise to get 8. 0.8 output. Then this is okay for your motors. Okay, as you can see here. So if your motor is below 1, rate current is below 1 amp, this model, if even you didn't adjust anything, it won't burn down your motors. If your motor is below, your rate current is below 0.5, is easily, this will make your, even if you didn't counterclockwise your screw, your output currents will make the motor very burn, very hot, very heat, and then you will burn down your motors. So when you first use this model to connect to your motors, you need to